Now that you have your class created, we need to create some questions for them. I strongly suggest that you plan these questions well in advance during the planning stages of your unit. Uh, so to help with that, we're going to create some folders to store your questions in. So under Library, I'm going to click New Folder, and I'm going to call mine Unit 1. You can call it perhaps the title of the unit that you're teaching. I'm going to click Save. Then I'm going to click on that Unit 1 folder to open it, and inside of that, I'm going to click a new folder, and I'm going to go Lesson 1. Save. Click on that Lesson 1 folder, and in here I'm going to create a set of questions. Now for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to create some sample questions that are rather nonsensical. However, for yours, of course, I would suggest that you think hard about what you need to know as a teacher at each point in your unit plan to determine whether students are ready to move on or whether you need to do some reteaching. So to create a new question, click the new question button, type in your question, hit the answers. If there is a correct answer, choose it by putting a check mark in the correct box, click Save, and Create New. Continue to add all of your questions for this lesson in. If there is not a correct answer, don't put any checkboxes in. If instead of a multiple choice question, you'd like to do a true-false question, just click true-false, and it automatically reduces the options to A and B and calls A true and B false. Again, if one of them is correct, put a check mark in the box and hit Save and Create New, or if you're done creating questions, just hit Save. You now have your 3 questions created in this library under Unit 1, Lesson 1. If I'm going to create questions for Lesson 2, I'm going to go back to the Unit 1 folder, make sure that that's highlighted, then create new folder, call it Lesson 2, hit Save. I want to make sure that I go back to that Unit 1 so that I'm not creating Lesson 2 underneath or inside of Lesson 1. Click on Lesson 2, and here I would create my questions for Lesson 2. Again, I strongly suggest that you create all questions well in advance during your unit planning. That will give you your best type of questions, your best information from the questions if you plan them well in advance and plan them to coincide with the outcomes that you're looking for and the points in the unit or points in the lesson where you need to know if students are ready to move on.